Hello students, welcome to the third part of our lesson fractions. In our previous session we have learned about the addition and subtraction of fractions. Now we will learn about the multiplication of fractions in this video. So let's see what we are going to cover in this session. So in this session we are going to study the multiplication of fraction as an operator of, and values of products of different fraction. Then it would be followed by the exercise. Multiplication of fractions. To multiply fractions, we have to multiply the numerators to get the numerator of the product and multiply the denominators to get the denominator of the product. So basically, in multiplication of fraction, we simply have to multiply the numerators and the denominators to find the product of fraction. And as the rule, we have to always express the fraction in the lowest term. So we can say that product of two fractions is equals to product of their numerator and product of their denominators. Thus, if we have two fractions like a by b and c by d, then if we multiply them, a upon b multiplied by c upon d, then the product will be the product of a and c upon the product of b and d. So here simply multiply the numerators and denominators and you will get the product of fractions. Now let's understand it with the help of an example. So here multiply 1 by 4 by 3 by 5. So when we will multiply, what we have to do? Multiply numerator to numerator. So 1 multiplied by 3 gives me 3. And multiply the denominators to get the denominator. So 4 into 5 gives me 20. So this is my answer, that is 3 by 20. In this way we multiply the fractions. Now let's see few more examples for multiplication of fraction. So example 2. Multiply 5 by 3 2 by 5. So here in this example we are multiplying a whole number, that is 5, by a mixed fraction. So whenever there is a mixed fraction, we first have to convert it into improper fraction. So first we will convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction, which we have studied in the previous session. So 3 5 by 2, to convert it into improper fraction, I multiply 3 by 5 and add 2 to it. So it will give me 3 5s are 15 plus 2, that is 17 by 5. So here I have converted this mixed fraction 3 2 by 5 into an improper fraction, that is 17 by 5. Now 5 is a whole number, so it can be written simply as 5 upon 1. Here I have not mentioned it, but you can write it 5 upon 1. Now when we have common terms in numerator and denominator, we can cancel them. So here 5 is in numerator and 5 is in denominator. So I can simply cancel them and I will get the answer as 17. Now let's see the next example. In this example, I am multiplying three fractions together. So multiply 27 by 4, 8 by 15 and 10 by 3. So let's see how to solve this. So here, to multiply all the three fractions, we multiply the numerators together. So 27 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 10. This gives me the numerator. And denominator, we multiply all the denominators. So 4 multiplied by 15 multiplied by 3. Now since we have to write the answer in the lowest term, so we can cancel it here. If we find any common factors between numerator and denominator, we can cancel them. So let's see here, 4 and 8. They have common factor 4. So I can cancel this 8 by 4. So here I have cancelled 8 divided by 4 gives me 2 and 4 divided by 4 gives me 1. Now here 3 and 27, they have a common factor 3. So I can cancel them. So cancel 3 ones are, and 27 divided by 3 gives me 9 here. Now 9 can again be cancelled by 3. So this 9 and 15, they have common factor 3. So I have cancelled it here. 9 divided by 3 gives me 3 and 15 divided by 3 gives me 5. This 5 can further be cancelled by this 10 because 10 and 5 have common factor 5. So I have cancelled it here again. So here we have got 10 divided by 5 equals to 2 and 5 divided by 5 1. So you can see in the denominator I am left with 1 and in numerator I have 3, 2 and 2. So the answer is 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, that is equals to 12. So in this way you can simplify the answer here itself by cancellation while multiplying the fractions. So you have to look for common factors between numerator and denominator. Always keep it in mind that you can cancel only between numerator and denominator. Don't cancel if there are common factors in the denominator or numerator. So like here I cannot cancel 15 and 3, but I can cancel 27 and 3. Fraction as an operator of. Many a time in maths we use an operator known as of. So this operator of simply means multiplication. That means if I write half of 4. So here of is a multiplication operator, just like plus minus. Of is also an operator. So this of means nothing but multiplication. So if I am writing half of 4, then it means half multiplied by 4. So here I cancel 2 and 4. So it will be 2 only. So half of 4 is equals to 2. Now let's understand it with the help of an example. Example. Find 1 by 4 of a rupee. Now we all know that 1 rupee is equals to 100 paise. So when I say 1/4 of a rupee, then it means 1/4 of 100 paisa. Now this of operator means multiplication. So I write here 1 by 4 into 100. So now multiply numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. I'll get 1 into 100 upon 4. Now you know 4 and 100 can be cancelled. So if I cancel it, I will get 25. So 1/4 of a rupee is 25 paise. So in all such problems, first convert the bigger unit into smaller unit and then find its fraction. Finding the values of product. Case 1. When two proper fractions are multiplied, the value of their product is always less than each of the fraction. That means if I multiply any two proper fraction, then the product is smaller than both the fractions. So let's understand it with the help of an example. So here 2 by 3 multiplied by 4 by 5. So multiply numerator to numerator, 2 fours are 8 and 3 fives are 15. So the answer is 8 by 15. Now if I compare 8 by 15 and 2 by 3, then to compare I have to make this an equivalent fraction with denominator 15. So this will become 10 by 15. So you can see 10 by 15 will be will be more than 8 by 15, or I can say 8 by 15 is less than 2 by 3. Similarly, if you check, 8 by 15 is less than 4 by 5. So this product 8 by 15 is less than both the fractions, that is 2 by 3 and 4 by 5. Now let's take the second case. When we multiply two improper fractions, then the value of their product is greater than each of the fractions. That means when two improper fractions are multiplied, then the product is greater than both the fractions. So let's see it with the help of an example. So here 3 by 2 multiplied by 5 by 4. So multiply numerator to numerator. I will get 3 into 5, 15. Multiply denominator to denominator, 2 fours are 8. So here you can see all these fractions, they are improper fractions. So when you multiply two improper fractions, the product is also an improper fraction. Now let's compare it with the given fraction 15 by 8. Now if I compare it with 3 by 2, if I make its equivalent fraction, then it will become 12 by 8. So 12 by 8 is less than 15 by 8. That means 15 by 8 will be greater than 3 by 2. Similarly, if I find the equivalent fraction of 5 by 4 with denominator 8, it will become 10 by 8. Again, 10 by 8 is smaller than 15 by 8. So I can say that 15 by 8 is greater than 5 by 4. Or in general, the product of the improper fractions is greater than both the given fractions. Now let's take the third case, when one fraction is proper and another is improper. So when a proper fraction is multiplied by an improper fraction, the value of their product is greater than the proper fraction, but it would be less than the improper fraction. So let's see it again with the help of example. Now here I have taken two fractions, 2 by 3 and 7 by 5. So 2 by 3 is a proper fraction, whereas 7 by 5 is an improper fraction. Now if I multiply it, 2 multiplied by 7, it is 14. 3 multiplied by 5, it is 15. So the answer is 14 by 15. Now let's compare it with the given fraction. Now 14 by 15 compared by 2 by 3. So make it an equivalent fraction with denominator 15. This 2 by 3 becomes 10 by 15 as we multiply both numerator and denominator by 5. So 10 by 15 will be less than 14 by 15. So I can say 14 by 15 is greater than 2 by 3. Now if I compare 7 by 5, to make denominator 15, I have to multiply it by 3. So this will become 21 by 15. So if I compare, 21 is greater than 14, so I can say 7 by 5 is greater than 14 by 15. So hence you can say that product, that is 14 by 15, is less than the improper fraction and it is greater than the proper fraction. So these are the values of product if I multiply different types of fraction. So children, today we have learned how to multiply different fractions. So I hope you can now solve the given exercise on the basis of knowledge which we have learned today. So that's all for today's session. Thank you.